An animated sun and California houses appear. Every day when the sun rises, hundreds of thousands of PG&E customers are proving the value of solar. Homeowners stand outside their home. With the solar billing plan, solar customers can expect to save up to 40% on electric charges compared to non-solar customers. There are 3 houses with solar panels next to an electric pole. Power flows to the homes. Of course, how solar works is personalized to each home or business. With the solar billing plan, it has to do with how much electricity your system generates and how much you use hourly, daily, monthly, and annually. While the sun shines, power flows out from a solar-powered home to the grid. Sometimes you may produce more power than you use, and this excess energy is sent to the grid. When the moon rises, power flows into a solar-powered home from the grid. Or there may be times when a home or business uses more power than their solar panels generate, and you need to supplement with energy from the grid. As the sun shines, the solar array on the house pulses and power flows out to the grid. So the amount of energy your system generates and how much energy you use will determine if you end up with a charge or a credit for the month. Now, power is flowing from the grid into many homes. And just like other goods and materials, the difference in available solar energy supply versus demand impacts how much that energy is valued. The scene changes to a clock next to a jar labeled Energy Export Credit Bank. Money falls into the jar. On-screen text says, "Excess energy sent to grid." As a solar billing plan customer, you are credited for the value of each kilowatt hour of excess energy sent to the grid. The clock looks like a pie chart with the time from 4 p.m. to 9 p.m. highlighted in green. More money falls into the jar. Credits are more valuable during times of high energy demand, such as 4 p.m. to 9 p.m. and lower at other times. So, sending energy to the grid from 4 to 9 p.m. earns you more credits. The highlighted portion of the clock reversed, so 4 p.m. to 9 p.m. is now yellow. On-screen text says, "Energy provided from grid." And the higher demand during 4 to 9 p.m. means the cost of receiving energy from the grid is higher than too. The scene changes to a home with solar panels at night. Energy is flowing from the battery to the power grid. Adding battery storage can maximize the value of your solar system during times of high demand, such as 4 p.m. to 9 p.m. It offers flexibility in deciding when generated solar energy is used and when excess energy is sent to the grid for credits earned. The scene changes to a blackboard. Text across the top says, "How solar billing charges work." Written in chalk on the blackboard is a sum with explanatory text. Plus $100, energy use charge. Plus $15, fixed charge. Minus $9, energy sent to the grid, which totals up to $106 in monthly energy charges. Every month, there are charges for energy you used from the grid, which includes taxes, fees, and a fixed charge, sometimes called a base services charge. Then, there's a credit for energy sent to the grid. That adds up to the total bill. Now there's a graphic which shows the 4 seasons next to a meter with a needle that moves between high and low energy charges. In winter, the needle comes to rest partway up the high side of the meter. Your monthly energy charges will adjust up or down depending on the season. In winter, when there's less sun for solar energy production and energy usage is higher, you may owe more. In spring, the needle comes to rest in the center of the meter. In spring, energy charges may be more moderate when solar generation increases with longer, sunnier days and your energy usage decreases. In summer, the needle comes to rest slightly into the high side of the meter. In summer, when there's the most sun for solar energy production, you may be able to offset some higher cooling costs, helping reduce your overall energy bill. In fall, the needle again comes to rest in the center of the meter. And fall, like spring, tends to be more moderate. The scene changes to a true-up statement. The camera zooms in on text saying you owe $0. Then, every 12 months, you get a true-up statement that reconciles the remaining charges and credits you received over the past year. If you have a balance remaining, your true-up statement will include the amount that is due. If you have a credit remaining, nothing is owed. The scene changes to a net surplus compensation statement. The camera zooms in on text showing a negative dollar sign. If you generated more energy than you consumed in total over the year, you're eligible for net surplus compensation. Net surplus compensation compensates you when you produce more energy than you used over the annual true-up period. The scene changes to homeowners outside their house. The sun is smiling and one of them high-fives with it. This is just a quick look at what you can expect when you're a solar PG&E customer. We see many homes, then the camera pulls back to show a spinning earth covered with flowers. But whatever kind of solar household or business you are, here's one more thing to know. Everyone with solar can save money on energy while they're making a difference for the environment. There is a PG&E logo and text saying "Learn more at pge.com/solar." PG&E employees wave. From all of us at PG&E, we thank you for your commitment to a future powered by clean energy.